What it do, Kripple Krew? This is EDC with DBD, Disabled but Deadly, and welcome to another Tactical Tuesdays. This is a Blade Show Texas wrap-up edition. We're going to be talking about if you went, I want to know what you picked up. If you didn't go, what were the dopest things you saw? And then, who's going to be going to Atlanta? So, I want to start off at the top of the chat. As you can see, my carry that we will get to in a bit is definitely a textured titanium Tuesday carry. We're also going to talk about some other things like the giant Fair Monster Spring Sale, and I'm going to tell you how you can save up to 35%. Before we get to the hellos, yeah, that's some Noxus acoustics, you know it. Atlanta, June 5th, 6th, 7th, I believe. The dopest thing concept is your design. Ooh, we're gonna have to look at that. I didn't see that. Before we go to the hellos, if you are currently in the vertical stream and you want to get sideways with the crew, most of the crew is hanging out in the horizontal stream where you can see my whole mat. That link is in the pinned comment of the vert. All right. Let's jump to the top of the chat. And the first one in was Wicked Dreams Designs. Aloha. Checking in from Hawaii. Man, his new Katuo prototype is so wicked. My brother Mud, member of Kripple Krew Inc. Checking in, dropping in badass emojis. Throat gold, getting in it early. Slashing that like button. Yay. Yay. Make sure body slam that button like it's owed me money for years. And it gets better, folks. Yeah, Mrs. Deadly is doing well, thank you. And then we'll scroll. I see Henry and Marco were in early. That was no longer showing. There it is. You can also glory hole the like button. Whatever you do something with that like button. YTMP, YouTube Music Portal. What's going on, man? Dominic, what's up, homie? How you doing today, man? Just listen to this for a second, Krew. Oh, I love it. I've not been able to stop carrying it because not only do I love the blade shape, you guys know that's me all day, but the acoustics, how fidgety it is, like it is so smooth. I'm really enjoying this one, Fab. Scrolling. We got Miranda Keith, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What's up? Good to see you. There's a second book of Eli? Oh, well, not sure. Yeah, no, they did leave it open. I'm scrolling. Boz Beast, member of Kripple Krew Inc. My brother checking in from the Netherlands. What's going on? We got the Jake. What's up, homie? How you doing today? Fabster Run, my brother, also checking in from the Netherlands. We got the Dutch contingent in the house, about to be going to DKE, showing off Clint Effin Crosby. What a do, my man? David DG. What's going on? Snake Killer Supreme. He's been showing me some snakes that he's been skinning with his DBD Glideman. Love to see that. Remind me, we will have to take a look at that design, homie. If you can send me a picture, gotta go soon anyway to jujitsu. If you can shoot me a picture of that concept design on Instagram, we will share it. Burning Stables Forge, member of Kripple Crew Wink. What's going on, Clayton? How you doing today? William F. and Hornbostle, my brother. What's up? Kathleen Smith. How are you, sis? It's good to see you. Big Mark. What's up, my man? I know you were at Blade, Texas. Looks like you had a great time. I'm going to Big Mark's got some badass Instagram content that he should be able to post. Still scrolling. Fingers aren't working right. That happens. Jim Miller, member of Kripple Crew Wink. He's at work. Love you, brother. He can't tag y'all individually, but he definitely stopped in to stab that like, and I appreciate him. I'm still scrolling. Love to see those badass emojis. Yeah, it's awesome seeing them snakes taken apart with that, with the DVD Glideman. He's been hammering them rattlesnakes, proving they ain't got nothing on the Glideman DVD edition. I'm checking a couple of things, getting Instagram ready, because we will look at your carries in a moment. I'm going to, I think the first one that got his carry in to have it ready. Where'd it go? Oh, he sent a newer message as well. That's why Jake's wasn't where I thought it was. All right. First, we're going to talk about what I'm carrying today. Clayton is working and lurking, so if he doesn't tag y'all, there's a reason. Same with William Hardbostle. Ain't because they don't love you, it's because they're busy. Kelly, member of Kripple Crew Wink. What to do, my sister? How are you? So, folks, I do want to say, I want to give another thank you to this amazing community. Not only did the events for Blade Walker go amazingly well, but this Sunday, Barbie and Rolf had a phenomenal auction and raised a fantastic. I'm going to let them announce it. I don't know if they've announced it. So I'm not going to be the one to announce numbers. I just want to say that they had an awesome auction this weekend. Mrs. Deadly and I unfortunately weren't able to make it because Saturday, Mrs. Deadly found out she lost her uncle. There's going to be a funeral down in Tejas soon. But so unfortunately we missed the auction, but you guys still showed up and showed out and helped raise money for William's sister Laura, and that's just amazing to me. I love it. Love to see this community and how they come together. Absolutely, Kripple Crew deadlier than a rattlesnake. So before I get to y'all's carry, my carry today, we'll rock this up just a little bit. As you can see, I'm nonstop fidgeting with the Noxes from GeoKnife, designed by our homeboy Fabster Run. It's just, this thing's running on washers. I have not taken this apart. I have not polished the washers. I did not clean it off. All I did, was drop one little drop of green slick on either side in there at the top of the washers, and then flaked it. And it's amazing. I'm flicking the heck out of the GeoKnife Noxes. Also, of course, in the fifth pocket is the ABW American Blade Works slip joint and textured tie and the Magna Cut. I had to bust this bad boy out. I haven't carried it in a bit. And I love my DC Blades Ceto. OEM by Miguron. I still don't own a Miguron branded knife, but I have several knives made by Miguron for DC Blades. I love this nano ceramic texture coated titanium, the micarta inlays. This is just a foyer knife, and just a killer little pocket buoy. Last year's knife of the year for me, the TRM Bulldog Rev B. Don't get it twisted. Bulldog Rev B. Ooh, with that ting. Love that thing. And that's got to be in the pockets on a Texture Tie Tuesday. Something with... Uh-oh. Think we just broke our streak. Let's see. We might have color. We might have color. We'd made it to the Dirty Dozen. Also, whoop, that's me. The Pharaoh Monster Aurora Rays. One of their first knives. I love the textured titanium and that DLC M390. Flipper only, but insane reverse flick action. Right now, Pharaoh Monster has 15% off. Yep, we got color. Let me grab a Band-Aid real quick. Right on the knuckle, of course. First color in 12 lives. Could not make it 13. Could not make it 13. Yeah. Mud loves the Ceto, and the Rev B is his grail knife. Top grail. Yeah, the Rev B, let's just say their titanium, their 20 CV is plenty sharp. But Pharaoh Monster right now, 15% off through Thursday. Plus, code DBD adds 10%, 25%. Plus, on orders over $250. Yes, Dom, I see you in that vert. The horizontal's up if you want to join the horizontal. On orders over $250, you get an extra 10%. So 35%. And like, if you buy any two knives other than the DBD Glideman, you're going to be over $250. And you get 35% off right now through Thursday. The DBD Glideman is not getting the 15% discount. It's the only knife right now that they didn't put the 15% sale on. You still get your normal 10%. Oh, hey, there's a little bit of skin that is shaved off when it got my knuckle. You're still getting the 10% off with code DBD, and on orders over $250, you'll get that extra 10. But the 15% doesn't apply to the Glideman DBD edition. Oh, we got some little colors. A little color. Not a big one, but it's like right in the right on that little knuckle. So it's just going to make my pinky look British for the rest of the live. I'll be proper. And then rounding out Textured Titanium Tuesday is the Kansept Tiny Dancer, a JB Stout design with that beautiful milling on the blade and just insane texture on the tie. Yep, got him right off the bat. Yeah, the DVD Glideman will get you. Laser Ghost Knives, what's up, Donnie B? He says he's cleaning the shop and listening. Good to see you, Donnie. Let's take a look at some of these carries we've got from the Kripple Krew. Kicking it off with Miranda Keith. I like the awesome explosion of color. We've got the Kaiser harpoon folder up there. We've got that beautiful Pharaoh Monster Gladman DVD edition. This is such a wicked Man X2. Awesome build. Got that Vastid. Is that the Naga? I can't remember. I think that's the Naga. Vastid Raccoon Buoy Titanium. Yeah. And oh yeah, her CRKT. Awesome carry. Awesome carry. Oh, that's gonna be let's see. Let's go up to the Jake. Oh, look at that, rocking that Guardians of the Blade XC t-shirt. Love to see it, homie. Love to see it. Oh, that's my favorite finish they've done on the Dixon yet. That's so sick, homie. I love the Incog wallet. I really still need to get one of these. We got the Tag Heuer. We got a nice flashlight. I love the jerry can lighter. Lynch Northwest side. Killer carry, Jake. Oh, this must be Kathy. Pop Stable. Nice. Papa Stables. This is carrying a Benchmade Barrage. Of course, Clayton got that. Buck Auto. Ooh, Kathy got the Launch 4 she wanted. That's awesome, Sister Sables. That is awesome. Folks, if you want to share your carry with the Kripple Krew, hit me up on Instagram at EDC with DBD. Dwayne frickin' Letterman. What's going on, my man? What's going on? Yo, good morning, B Shady. Appreciate you. B Shady's at work right now. Gareth, my brother from a South African mother, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on? Hope you're having a killer day, brother. Oh, I bet she is, Clayton. That was one of the top knives she wanted. I remember we talked about that on Tuesday. I live at work, he says. A lot of staying busy. I'm going to pull out. So childish. A few Pharaoh monsters real quick. Yes. Saying I'm going to pull out made me crack up. Guess it's one of those days, right? All right. Let's see here. Pharaoh monster. Yep. Get some more Pharaoh monster action out here. Here's another fantastic one for Textured Tie Tuesday. You get 35% off on this right now after code DVD on orders over $250, or 25% off if you just want to grab this knife. No more child support for me. That's a good thing. Trying to catch a croc, but he didn't want to play. That's because he knew he couldn't. He couldn't. That he can't handle the Kripple group. That's for sure. He'll work his ass off. That's right. That's right. Hope everybody is having a fantastic week so far. I want to know though, what'd y'all see at Blade Show Texas? I'm gonna look up that concept that Fabsteron was talking about. Coming soon, maybe. I'm on the concept site looking for the Mesa. That gecko camo on the concept Halliday looks awesome. I don't think they're showing the Mesa yet. I wonder if I can find it on their Instagram. We might have to take a look at that. Play Dad Taxi. Yeah, it is nice when she can start driving. Yeah, Fair Monster, man. When they do good sales, it's worth jumping on. 35% off on orders over $250 with code DBD. That's if you buy 3 knives, you got 1 free. That's crazy. That's crazy. But here is their tie and carbon fiber lineup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, that's right, because there's 8 of those. And then, okay, where did I put the CP? There you are. Plus the 2P, the 2 CP models in my Carta. 25% off on all of these after code DBD right now. And of course, the DBD Glideman is still available. It doesn't get the extra 15% off, but if you add this to your cart, if it goes over $250, you do get that extra 10%. So you can get this up to 20% off. 20% off for the Glideman DBD edition on orders over $250. Well, David, since you already have the Glideman DBD, I didn't look to see. I'm sure I believe they're in stock, but the Xandros and the Chroma are both wicked good. Whoop, that was my fault. That was me trying to left click. These are both phenomenal knives. This one is slightly smaller than the Glideman, but so easy to carry because it takes up no room at all. It's also it is their least expensive titanium model, I believe, and it comes with all this textured tie and LMAX. Plus, the Xandros has, my finger was on the lock bar, has a killer front flipper. Awesome flicking action. and an S90V blade. This is another one that's fire. Mick Ranger, member of Kripple Krew Inc., dropping them emojis. What's up, homie? What it do? Yeah, I really like the Xandros a lot. LMAX is unique. Yes. It's going to be on my next collab with Pharaoh Monster. I wanted to go LMAX. Well, I was going textured tie earlier, but because of Pharaoh Monster's spring sale, I wanted to break out and show their lineup right now, because you can everything except for the Glideman DBD is 25% off after code DBD. If your order is $250 or more, you get an extra 10%, so that's 35% off. And on orders over $250, the Glideman DBD is 20% off. So big savings. Yeah, they have a few colorways, but I really like the black and gold, especially with the Aurora Rays. Just a really good pairing. Yeah, the Aurora Rays reverse flicking action off the blade is awesome. Love LMAX, Halton Edge like a grudge. Yay, yay, yay. Yes. So what we are currently working on, just so y'all know, I'm hoping to have the Protos. Man, this Band-Aid is not one to stick. Did it stop showing color enough that I don't need it anymore? We'll find out. Hopefully Protos in Atlanta. But obviously flip or delete. Yeah, we'll show the snakes in a minute, and I'll look at your carry, Gareth. Flip or delete right off the bat, of course. Textured and contoured titanium with two colorways that will have carbon fiber overlays that are... No, I wasn't in Texas. I know that Big Mark was there. He's in here. He was in Texas, but I wasn't. Good to see you, Mo Patty and Henry G. Hope you're having a killer day, Trish. It looked like you had a blast at Blade Show, Texas. I know you scored your Avalon that you wanted. So texture tie with carbon fiber. Mid-length tie back spacer. Adding jimping up in here. Adding some jimping down in here. You know, flipper tab will be gone, of course. Reversible pocket clip. You know I'm going to have that reversible pocket clip. They're going to be button frame locks. So you'll be able to push the button and flick it closed, or move the frame to flick it closed. Yeah, the premium Glideman, homie. I'm working on a premium DBD Glideman for Blade Show Atlanta. Is hopefully when we can drop Protos. And the button frame lock, oh, I can't wait to have that on there. We're doing LMAX steel. And then two of the colorways will be satin and one DLC. So, a Mrs. Deadly colorway with purple tie and purple carbon fiber, purple anode accents, and Sheila, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What's up, sis? And satin finish on Mrs. Deadly's. My version will have very dark titanium, very dark tie hardware, dark tie clip with a black and red carbon fiber and DLC LMAX. And then the Fab collab, the collaboration with Fabster Run. No carbon fiber, full textured tie, full contour textured titanium. And it's either going to be purple with all teal accents or teal with all purple accents and satin blade. So 1 full tie, 2 tie and carbon fiber, all button frame locks in LMAX. Flipper deleted. He is. You know, he and I have a collab coming out on his Genkai. He asked me if I wanted to collaborate with him on an Ultem edition of the Genkai. So we have a Katsu Genkai DVD edition that Katsu is currently producing. And so when he offered to allow me to collab on his design, I was like, damn, that's an awesome idea. And so working on the premium Glideman, I asked him if he wanted to collaborate with me on one of them. So there'll be my colorway, Mrs. Deadly's colorway, and then the Fab collab. It's going to be awesome. He had a good point. He's like, you know, we can choose who we want to work with. And it doesn't have to be only one logo. Go, Bonnie. What's up? Good to see you. It is. It is. This community is amazing. So I'm really excited for the Ultem Genkai and the premium Glideman DVD edition. So I also told them, Fair Monster, that I wanted to work on 2 other knives that are based off of the Glideman platform. I'm not saying that they're going to be this again. So once we do the premium one, I told them I want to work on an XL Warncliffe. I'm going to keep this same blade, but come down to a straight edge. And blow it up, go XL with it. And then want to do a Glide Boy or a Glide Buddy 5th pocket. Small boy version of it. I want it to be that little big knife that you just get 4 fingers on with the choil. Yes, like an actual Warnie. I'm going to keep the poonage right here, this thumb dip right here, and then just bring it straight down to a point and a straight edge on the XL. Rachel, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on, sis? Rachel tried to join us on Thursday, but we was having technical difficulties dropping them badass emojis. So after the premium, I told them I want to work on an XL warnie and a fifth pocket, and they were very down with it. A Glideman fixie is one that I've also thought about, David, because it would be, I mean, it'd be very comfortable. You'd have no tab. And without it needing to fold, you could even update the grip a bit. I'm horny for warnies, but I love sheep's foot, and I really like that. I really like that tweener, that sheep cliff worn foot type blade that just kind of lands right between the two. I really dig them. That's my favorite blade styles. And I've always loved the blade shape of the Glideman from the very first drop from Monster. And I think that profile would make a sick straight edge warning. Especially on one that's, got an extra, I want to take it to right about 8 inches. Yeah, you like that hawk bill? Folks, I see the mods dropping each other's channels. If there's anybody in here who's not following any of these channels, give them a follow, because everybody drops some wicked and unique content. And so, an 8-inch version and a fifth pocket version. It's just, they were so close on this original one to begin with that it only takes a few tweaks to make it perfect. Like, I really love what we did on the budget collab. I love, this is my favorite feeling Glideman of the bunch. And that's not just me fluffing myself. But yeah, a few tweaks to this on a premium, and we're looking at some straight fire. One of the things that I was really big on it was I wanted it to be a button frame lock. And I didn't know if I was going to have to fight them on it or not. And they were like, yeah, that's a great idea. I was like, okay, sweet. When it's the right profile, I really love seeing different sizes. You think of like the native all the way down to the little native, or the sheepdog series from Kaiser is another really good example of a knife that translated to a bunch of sizes very well. Yeah, the Main Street, another fantastic one. I love that warning. I had a carbon fiber Main Street, but I gifted that to somebody after they helped out with some car work on the Deadly Daughters car. But I need to add Main Streets back to the collection, because I want a full size and I want a mini. And now you've got multiple lock options. BNA, human cheat code, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? I want to check some more Instagram carries. What do we got? We're going to start it off with Gareth. Sharing the screen. Gareth out there looks like a good fishing hole. In that water, catching them fish. Boy, that's an ugly little bastard, isn't it? And we have a tenable Rafe L, a North Mountain Blade Chop 2. We got the Woobin. We got the tenable Fenrir and a Tuya Bruiser, I believe. B and A. Oh, got that Safe and Lock store exclusive LMAX Para 3. So nice. And boy, this has been carried and sharpened a few times. That's awesome. And I do want to scroll down and show what happens to snakes, rattlesnakes, when they try to take on the glide. I don't know. Oh, well, we showed it anyway. That's what happens when a snake tries to take on the Kripple Krew. It meets the Glideman DVD edition, and it doesn't win. Kripple Krew carries the best stuff. True that. Yeah, dude, that is awesome. That's an awesome camera. So you've had that for a while. Either that or that was Pop's knife or something. Because that thing has been through some sharpening. It's been used. I am having a killer day, Rachel. I hope you are also. Man, oh, I was going to try to see if I can find, yeah, you don't let the rattlesnakes stick around. Like, snakes are cool, but they're not supposed to be in your yard. Oh, we got some more carries coming in, it looks like. But at first, I'm going to look for the Kansept Mesa. I'm trying to see if I can see any pictures of it. Okay, here's the Pluto. Halliday. Wasp. You know what? Why aren't we showing this? Yeah, disabled but deadly faux show. We're going to share this screen real quick because I'm looking for Fab's new design. These are protos from Kansept at Blade Show, Texas. And we've got this chubby little Pluto. That looks wicked. I love the warning on that Halliday. That red and gold. Oh, I'm about it. Red, gold, and black. The Wasp button lock is a fun looking knife. Utilizator design. There's another JB Stout. Look at that. I love the compound grind on that. The PPK by Pinkerton. Whoops, we skipped something. Oh, the form. Okay. The Model 7. I like the Model 6 better. Fenrir's Fixies. Fenrir Fixies. Ooh, there's an 80s camo and DLC Fenrir Fixie. Or PVD, what the hell ever. I want that one. Not the ones you're showing me. Oh, there's the Mesa. But what's this? The Incatatus. That's a Pinkerton. But here is Fab's design. Top liner lock. Micarta and aluminum or carbon fiber and aluminum. 154 cm. Ooh, 3.34 inch blade. Beautiful finger choil. Look at that compound grind. That wicked poon. I like it, Fab. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, I'm going to be bad about it. There's, a new top liner lock link. So I have the tenable link here right now, the budget version of the link. And this is a wicked knife. But they have Ultem top liner lock link coming. Well, I know which one I'm asking them for. So I need a Mesa and an Ultem link. Those are the two I need the most from them from Blade Show. And a fin rear fixie. A fin rear fixie for show. Isn't it though? I'm like, that's a DVD exclusive. Yeah, you know I love me some Ultem. It's a shocking surprise to people on here. People would never guess. Uriah lost. What's going on? How are you today? So, I'm doing fantastic, by the way, Uriah. Uriah lost. Is that a comment about a Uriah Faber fight? The green and bronze is gorgeous. Yeah. Yeah, that green micarta. New artisan with Ultem inlays. Let's pull that up. Is that on the website or at Blade Show? I'm going to look at artisan cutlery real quick. And we will just search Ultem or PEI for Ultem first. The heck there. That's all CJRBs. Coming soon. Maybe it was Blade Show Texas coverage. We'll have to take a look. Oh, gotcha. Just the name. Uriah Faber was a fantastic featherweight MMA fighter. He was one of my favorites of all time. The California Kid. With inlays, though. Yep, the California Kid, you know it. That was, man, he was my favorite fighter when he fought. I loved the California Kid. Hey, Mrs. Deadly.
I just stopped in by to change. I spilt a whole bottle of creamer all over me.
You're not supposed to wear the creamer. I don't like creamer, baby. You're going to be too sweet for me now. I'm not seeing it on the artisan site yet, so I'm going to look at their Instagram. And see if they have it posted from Blade Show, maybe. I'm looking. Ooh, that dark wing is wicked. That dark wing looks wicked. Okay, we're going to look at CJRB. I'm trying to find it, seeing if they have it posted yet. They do not have it posted yet. I'll have to keep an eye out for it, though, homie. It does look like we got some more carries to share, though. Ooh, Tie Tuesday pockets from B Shady. Let me share the screen. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yes, no Loctite with Ultem because Ultem doesn't have pores for it to go into. And the other thing with Ultem is you don't want to over tighten because you can crack the scale. I mean, you can do that with even micarta scales at times, like thinner micarta or G10, but you just don't want to over tighten and no Loctite. But I don't have issues with my knives coming loose. I don't use Loctite on my knives very much at all. I don't like it on my knives. Fred DeLog, what's going on? Affordable Riyadh's coming. Ooh. Matt Conklin, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's up? I'm clicking the DVD DLC Glideman. Love it. Thomas, Blessed EDC, also member Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on? Bluminati F and Ninja, member of Kripple Krew Inc. Good to see you. Oh, I've thought about that before. Ultem countertops, I would love. Mrs. Deadly hates Ultem. I would love it. There's a lot of things. I really want a solid Ultem cane, an Ultem rod cane with like a nice custom handle on top. Like that's my number one Ultem wish would be to have an Ultem cane like my logo. Illuminati's found where he can get the rods, but it's going to be a few $100s to make a custom cane, which is fair. Get like a Kelly resin poured skull for with a handle coming off the back. There's a lot I would love to do with Ultem. Carrying a Calazo Bushido, not your usual style. That sounds wicked. Lurking and making that dinner. Yeah, I'm sure sipping a little bit of that whiskey. Currently in the house right now. Now it's only 10:53 a.m. here, but the current in-house whiskey is Bullet Bourbon. That's what I'm working on right now. Well, not right now. Beekeeper. You use Roxette instead of Loctite? Gotcha. I know Lefty prefers super glue because he can wait 10 minutes instead of 24 hours. But I tend to find, even with all of my fidgeting, I don't normally need something to keep it locked down. I don't mind tightening a pivot a little bit every once in a while if I need to. Vibrolite BC3. Lower left, this one. This is the Pharaoh Monster Urban Grip. One of their first releases. This was part of their initial drop of 3 knives. And I've got all the Pharaoh Monsters out right now because they have a sale going through Thursday. And you can get 25% off with code DBD. And all orders over $250 get an extra 10%, so 35% off. The triple stripe link and the Kansept prototype. Yeah, we were just looking at that top liner lock because we were looking for the Kansept Mesa from Fabster Run, and we saw that link, top liner lock too. I want the Ultem top liner lock link. Yeah, this one here is the tenable budget version. This is already like this is going to be competing for budget knife of the year at the end of the year, I am sure. $63 after code DBD for some very nice, grippy, but not too grippy micarta. The front flipper action is so good. The detent is tuned perfectly for all methods of deployment. You still get the wicked compound grind on that pooned drop point Tonto. And it's killer ergos. Man, Jonathan from Triple Stripe really killing it, especially for a youngin'. Making a block of wax. Yay. Feeling clean now? Normally my voice makes people feel dirty. Yeah, Tenable has impressed me since they first came out. You know, they didn't sacrifice any of the concept quality just using less expensive materials. And I like that a lot. Playing with a custom boa. Ooh. Yeah, his boa, man, he designed that when he was 19 years old. That's crazy. He might be able to drink now, I think. He might be able to drink now. Jonathan from Triple Stripe. But I love this blade. I haven't checked out the concept link, but this was one of the tenables I wanted to check out, and it is absolutely on competing. It's competing for budget knife of the year. Oh, show. Oh, yeah, he does. He can drink. That's right. You can drink at 19 in Canada. Hell yeah. Love to hear it. Yeah, I forgot about that. Today is all about the things. Okay, we got some carries to share. Starting off with Be Shady. And a Titanium Tuesday. Oh yeah, he's talking about the things because he's got that Jared Neves design right there. Is that that's not the misdemeanor? I don't know all of his designs, but that's wicked. We got a Jake B Creates and a Jack Wolf knife. Love it. That's an awesome ink too. Yeah, we saw the Jake sick titanium carry, but we did not see the Pretty Kitty chillin'. Oh yeah, Pretty Kitty chillin'. She looks so fluffy. Illuminati F and Ninja. From the top down, we got the Raptor, the Blue NATO. Is that the Guile? No, I don't remember what that one is. That warning. We got a Viper. We got the Bomber. We got the Thunderhead and a Cog. I think that's a Cog from Berkeley Cerakote. Ooh! Look at that Cthulhu Usurper prototype by our homeboy Sever 7. I want one of these so badly. I wish I could get one of these protos in my collection, but I'm still feel so lucky to have been able to review one of these prototypes. And that is such a phenomenal knife, Krew, and it's coming soon. So soon. Kripple has the best freaking pockets. Okay, that's the Shiv, the Guile, and then that's Berkeley's Shiv. Word. Waiting on the Taipan. Yeah, and the mini Taipan is coming too. The Taipan, that Warney is so sexy, and I've had a lot of you guys tell me that I should get the best tech Taipan. But the best tech I'm waiting on the most right now, this August, the Nerdreki drops from our boy Fabster Run. A button bolster lock with a pinky flick hole. I can't wait for the freaking Nerdreki. And he's asked Best Tech to send me one for review. We'll see if they do. It'd be the first knife Best Tech has sent me. Scott, what is up, Aries? Appreciate you popping in, snapping that like button. Hope you're having a killer day, brother. Kurt White, what it do? What it do? Hey, I feel blessed. I have several friends that are sending prototypes to me now to look at. I got to review. Severed let me review the Usurper before he had even reviewed it on his channel. Like the day he got it, he sent it to me. That's nuts to me. I got to be the first one to review Mad Yako's Redeemer. And I've been lucky enough that Nick from Numb Knives wants me to review all of his prototypes. I'm so grateful for the way you guys allow me to check your stuff out and share it with the Kripple crew. Headed back to work, sexy. Love you, baby. I do truly feel blessed that so many awesome people allow me to share their work on my channel. Yeah, the gummy worm tri-stash. So I found out I am the only person to have created content with the gummy worm and the QSP prototype. That those weren't supposed to be sent out to people, but he got him to let me review them. That so appreciative. Jesse checking in from the west side. Have a killer day, Mud. Love you, brother. It's just I'm so appreciative of the relationships that I've been able to build so that I can share these awesome knives with you guys. Yeah, that would be awesome, Sheila. That would be awesome. And I told you I'll send you anything you want to review from me. I can't send out the DVD Glideman just yet. I'm waiting on one. I only have one of each, the DLC and the satin. I'm waiting for the satin to get back. It should be back today or tomorrow. And when it gets back, I'm sending the DLC version to BE EDC. So BE is going to review that next. But after it comes back, it could be available. Sounds good, brother. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, it's been crazy getting to review the Numb Knives prototypes. And now the first two, the Cornerstone and the N7, had already gone to production. But it was still awesome that we got to show the prototypes here. From then on, we get to check out all the prototypes before they go to production. So some of the changes we recommended on the N5 have been made before it goes to production. The N6 is coming soon. Okay, I'm going to check that out, Fred. The N6 is coming soon, and that's my favorite one yet. I am horny for that Warnie. Full-size Numb Knife Pinch Lock Warncliffe. I'm about it. Nice. Yeah, the Numb prototypes are killing it. I can't wait to check out that N6. That Warnie is so nice. We'll have the N3 soon as well. I appreciate that, Sheila. I really do. Yeah, it's the next prototype we get to see from Numb Knives is just damn, 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 damn. And there's one coming up soon that I'm trying to talk Nick into doing an Ultem DVD collab on. Tell me it wouldn't be dope to have a DVD Numb Knife collaboration. It'd be titanium with Ultem. That's what I'm trying to get him to do on one of them. We'll see. We'll see if we can make it happen. Absolutely. I think it's awesome to if any protos you can get in the collection. Like let me pull it up right here. My pickled steel blood eagle. All prototypes to me are a piece of history. They're a piece of a knife's history. They're a piece of knife history. And just being able to have them in your collection is awesome. And like this one is special to me because I was the first person in the States to get to review this prototype from Pickled Steel. And the changes that I recommended made it into the production version. But I got to keep this proto. So now it's starting to come in different colors, Throat Goat. So natural Ultem is this color. There have been very, very little use of smoked Ultem. I love smoked Ultem, but I'm trying to find a good source of it. I do have another smoked Ultem knife that should be here very soon for review that is wicked, wicked. And the smoked Ultem has existed, but companies are just starting to use green and red. So the first company to drop it is on St. Patrick's Day. Hogue dropped a version of the Ballista 2 with green Ultem inlays, and they have red coming soon. Hogue will have red Ultem soon. I love smoked Ultem. I tried to find a source for it for the DVD Glideman. Even though I am happy the Glideman is the OG Ultem color, because that's what made me fall in love with Ultem. I still do want to work with smoked Ultem. And if I can get a line on red Ultem, you know that's going to end up in something. Yeah, the one that I have the Ultem bead on, I have an Ultem bead on one of my Glidemen, but that's the one coming back from Ed Durbin right now that has an Ultem Mario bead. And then I only have one other Ultem bead at the moment. And that is on my TRM tag-along. And yes, that's my crappy first attempt at a snake knot. I shouldn't have used Parapocalypse cord with Kevlar and all of that in it because it is so stiff my fingies could not do it. Yeah, the Nice Guy Machine Co. stuff, they're so hard to get. So hard to get and expensive. Oh yeah, I know I can fix it. I just left it on there right now because it cracks me up to look at it. That was my first attempt at a snake knot. My fingers don't work well. And then when I used the thick Parapocalypse cord, like this stuff doesn't even like to burn because, well, part of it does. You have a fire starter in there. You have fishing line. You have Kevlar in there. It has like 5 different types of line inside. And so it did not work with my fingies very well. Lone Star Cowboy. Yes. Yes. That is nuts, folks. If you haven't followed the Bark River story, they got more than splaining to do. I think that we might see multiple lawsuits. Some survival paracord bootlaces. There you go. I recommend. Where did I put it? Did I put it right over here? For survival for all my paracord, I recommend Atwood Rope, and you can use code DBD to save 10% off at Atwood Rope. But the Parapocalypse survival cord, you get wax jute, Kevlar fishing line, and fire starter, plus the outer line that you can use. And this stuff works fantastic, and it just looks like paracord. But really, really cool. And Atwood Rope is where I recommend getting paracord from. Maybe they'll start testing everybody. Yeah, it's just the beginning. There's so much that's going to happen with that. It is not a Griffin Co. Ultem bead. It was from Waynerson EDC. Waynerson EDC sells multiple Ultem beads. I've just set that down. This one here. They also have the Ultem Super Mario Square bead that's on my DVD Glideman. That should be back here any day. And they have a lot of Ultem stuff, like Ultem fidgets. And this one, I've said before, I like it because it's all mechanical, no magnets. So it doesn't stick to anything else in my pockets. My Ultem pin is from Waynerson EDC. They are in the description of this with a 10% off discount code. Really good prices. You can get their stuff on Amazon, but it's cheaper to get it from the link in the description and use my discount code. Eventually come to light. Yeah, the Bark River is so bad. Yeah, they have multiple awesome paracord holders. Just stick with CR Chris Reeves, and you know you're not getting fake steel. I don't have any Bark River knives. I do feel horrible for people that paid American knife prices for a Chinese kit knife in 9CR. And then his apology and explanation just made things worse when he admitted that he made them change the steel listing on the steel to put a fake steel, but then he tried to cover himself by saying, well, we tested the steel and it had the same edge retention as 154 cm. It had the same toughness as 154 cm. And that's not a real apology. That's bullshit. I mean, you used cheap kit Chinese 9CR. I'm not saying 9CR is a horrible steel, but these were cheap kit knives, mass heat treated, that they added swedges and stuff to. Remarked the steel CPM 154 or 154 cm and sold them as full American pricing. And then another thing that really got me, on top of the knives that they the models that they did, some of their Bark River Club knives. Didn't you have to pay to be a member of the Bark River Club? Some of those knives were cheap Chinese knockoffs. That's just that's just disgusting. We're gonna show the Fred the Lug knife that he sent over to check out. We're gonna start at the top. This is the Colazo Bushido. Oh man, look how tight that is. That is clean. Ooh. Nice Timascus clip. That is awesome. That looks clean. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I like that. Same paper that the bills are made in. This is not the first time that it's happened. It's the first time that it's such a big company that I can think of. Yeah, Bark River's done. But then one of the owners is starting a new knife company. And he says he's going to still do all warranty work for Bark River knives. But how can you can't rebuild that trust? Even if one of the owners is taking the fall, you can't rebuild that trust. Yeah, you're right. Hobak is big. It did happen with him. It seems like the employees are the ones that exposed it because they got tired of not getting paychecks. Yeah, they're going to file for bankruptcy. He has to because he's going to be sued. He's going to try to limit his exposure. They are going to be sued. And yeah, I wouldn't want to be at all. I would not be interested in the new company that Jim is starting, even if Mike is taking the blame. I just don't get it. Let's take a look at that beekeeper. I'm not seeing a message from you yet. We can check back in a minute. Sometimes it takes a minute on the computer. And I don't see anything in my requests at the moment. There were a lot of people that like Bark River knives. And when they were using, American made steels, yeah. That's Mike's third company this happened to. Oh crap, Cal, what were the first two? Good to see you, Cal. Knives of Life. That's disgusting. Yeah, and if they weren't able to get access to American Steels, it's because they weren't paying their invoices. They had outstanding invoices and nobody would give them credit anymore. Blackjack Knives and Marbles Knives. Appreciate that, Don Bond. Good to see you, Sever 7. We were showing your sick ass usurper prototype. Damn, that looks so good. And I was saying how much I really appreciate being able to review that, homie. I want to get one of those prototypes in the collection at some point. They're so awesome. Look at those badass emojis. What's crazy though is that this has been happening since 2019 with them. That's going on 7 years. 7 years of selling fake steel. Not full fake steel. You know what I mean? Counterfeit. What's up, Apex? Good to see you, homie. More than badass emojis. People have been complaining for years. See, at Bark River, I've known of them, but I'm not big into hunting fixed blades. It's just not what I typically carry. And so it's not something that I'm normally looking for. And so I didn't pay a lot of attention to Bark River. No, I wasn't asking you for one of them, homie. I just said that it's an awesome wish to have one in the collection. I'm not asking you for one of yours. But I don't have anything that's Zerblasted to my knowledge. I'm not about that counterfeit life. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, that's just BS. And people are never gonna get their funds back. He's gonna file bankruptcy and get out of as much liability as possible. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have anything that's Zerblasted, homie. Vegas dad, what's going on, man? Yeah, none of the workers said anything until they stopped getting paid. I also find that bullshit. You are in the vertical stream right now. If you want to kick it with the rest of the crew, the horizontal link is pinned in the pinned comment, homie. Yeah, the fact that the workers went along with it until they stopped getting paychecks and now want to play the victim like it's bullshit. Part of my language that they weren't getting paid. Got the sale fin yesterday. Nice. It's BS that they weren't getting paid. However, don't come out and act like you were forced to do it. They say that he made me change the steel. He made us stay quiet about selling cheap knockoff knives. Nobody made you do anything. One thing that I've always known at every job that I've worked at is that I was looking for a job when I found that one. Meaning I know I could find another one. And my honesty isn't for sale. If you're trying to make me lie to the client, I'm going to bounce and find another job. I'm not sticking around for 6 years until the paychecks stop coming in. Yes, but NDAs only cover legal activity. You can't enforce an NDA on illegal activity. Yeah, your job will be posted before your obit. Exactly. I'm going to grab some water. I'll be right back, crew. Oh, might as well show this too. I'm gonna grab this while I'm here. Yeah, there's no way you could have convinced me to put 154 cm on a 9CR steel and sell it to customers. Rocking the cold steel mini Tonto and Recon 1 spear point today. Yay, yay, yay. So I'm going to move some of these Pharaoh monsters. Don't forget, huge Pharaoh monster sale through Thursday only, up to 35% off with code DBD. Well, and I hope that I wish, I should say, instead of hope, I wish that this would be enough of an example to forestall future greed. But greed is so it's strong in too many people. So from the Guardians of the Bladed Sea auction, Mrs. Deadly got her the knife that she bid on and won, and it came with this insane Blade Walker poker chip. And I want to point out, folks, the borders, the red is on the poker chip, but in here, the laser only does black and white. So all of that blue and red was colored by Bluminati. And that looks so sick. And the knife she got, Civivi Elementum 2 with titanium scales on it. I didn't think about it. Kane Miranda, member of Kripple Krew Inc. But I was talking to her, and she would love to get a Jimmy Crow customized knife. After Jimmy moves and he's got his new shop set up, I think I'm going to send this to Jimmy to anodize the titanium purple. He is the man. But yeah, that's the knife that Mrs. Deadly got from the auction. And it had JG10 scales that Jimmy dyed. They look blue as I'm seeing right now in the camera, but they're a dark, dark purple. So I would throw these on to get her the purple, but it's got the sick titanium scales. And instead, we'll just get those anodized. Yeah, they all knew. They all knew and went along with it for years. And I hate wishing ill upon people, and I'm not wishing ill upon them, but they should never be able to find work in the knife industry again. McDonald's is always hiring, but if you worked for Bark River Knives for the last few years, you should be unhirable in this industry. At least I feel that way. Because they knew. So skeezy. Glad I never checked them out. Yeah. I mean, obviously they're willing to do anything for a paycheck. Yeah, even the apology post yesterday, supposed apology post where he tried to take all the blame and say the gym is blameless, and he was still making excuses like, well, when we tested it, it was like 154 cm. And, we made enough changes to those kits to call them made in the USA. He actually said that because they made 5 changes, swedges, and grinding off finger grooves, that they changed them enough to be called made in the USA. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, McDonald's always hiring. Sold 1 million+ knives. Yeah. And like, including that in your so-called like apology to the community is just crap. You're still trying to justify scamming people. What is up, Jason Cox? Good to see you. Hope you're having a killer day. I see you're in that Vert stream right now. We were talking Blade Show Texas wrap up. We were talking Bark River Knives BS. We are talking Tuesday carries. Hope you're having a killer week so far, homie. Man, there was so much cool stuff shown this weekend. The prototypes are going to be nuts. And if there was that much shown at Texas, I can't wait for Atlanta. I cannot wait. Nah. Sandwich and nicotine. Yeah. Have a killer rest of your day, Blue. Absolutely. Don't pick them up on the secondary unless you want to. Gabe Harlan. Yo. The Yakuza is dope. And I just put up the review yesterday. But let me grab one of them at least. I am a big fan of the Yakuza carbon fiber. Listen to that by the mic. I really like the way these carbon fiber Yakuzas feel. Edwards, Ed freaking Durman, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on? Yeah, it is not always better to ask forgiveness and permission. That's just what we tell our wives. Yeah, it will hurt real U.S. makers. Yeah, I don't do counterfeits personally, Dom. I don't tell people how to spend their own money, but I will never show a counterfeit or clone knife on my channel, because I want to support the original maker, the original designer, and you can do whatever you want with your own money, but you're never going to see a clone or a counterfeit knife on my channel unless I was doing a video, unless I do a video specifically about why I disagree with it. That'd be the only time I would even consider showing one. Appreciate you, Blue. Kripple Krew Gear Corner is live, where you can get your disabled but deadly and Kripple Krew gear, including with the new logo. Just watch the review. Yeah, dude, they're fire. They really, really are fire. The my only knock on it is Katuo really needs to get these sharpening choils right. But because of the stop pin landing way tucked in here, you can extend that just a little bit and you'd have a decent sharpening choil. Other than that, this is my favorite feeling Yakuza. Yeah, it's going to be nuts. I can't wait to meet y'all, some of y'all in the pit. So who all is going? Do we know? Do we know? SDK. I have to check that out. Rolf Robertson, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What's up, brother? I mentioned it earlier in the stream, but I want to give another thank you to this community for the way y'all showed up and showed out for the different events and auctions and such for our brother Bladewalker and for Laura, William Hornbostle's sister. Rolf and Barbie just had an auction for Laura this weekend that went very well. Rolf, I told Barbie, but Mrs. Deadly and I were unable to make it because we found out Saturday that Mrs. Deadly lost her uncle. So the rest of the weekend was spent talking to family and trying to make plans and figuring stuff out. So we apologize that we weren't able to be there, but it's obvious that this community still showed up and showed out because y'all raised a bunch of money for Laura. It's amazing what this community does for each other. I love it. Yeah, I can't wait for Blade this year. Blade Show West was awesome. But Blade Show West is smaller than Texas. And Texas smaller than Atlanta. Yeah, I saw Chavez had theirs. There were several companies that did. That was pretty cool. You know, on custom folders, there is definitely a lot fewer people doing it by hand than there was at one time. Well, unless you have Fred the Lug's contacts. Appreciate you guys. Isn't it sexy? I really like the way that they did the purple carbon fiber because when it's not in the light, it looks black. But then you can see the light picks up the highlights of purple in that carbon fiber. Mrs. Deadly really likes the purple and satin version. I like the blackout and the black and green. Yeah, buy what makes you happy. That's why I say I don't tell people what they should or shouldn't buy with their own money. I just know what I will and won't show. Yay. I love it, brother. Love it. Yeah, I'm gonna see you in Atlanta. That's gonna be good. The Jake will be in Atlanta. Yay. Clayton and Kathy. Yeah, buy them all and you don't ever have to sharpen. Get the the Everyday City Carry collection. June 5th, 6th, 7th. Right now, my only OTFs are tack knives. And I have a few from leave that. I'll move that up there so you can see it. Man, we got a bunch of knives out right now. From Single Action, Big Boy Warning. We've got the Slugger, my favorite budget OTF last year, or this year, whenever it came out, and last year, and my first premium tack knife. I don't have a lot of OTFs. It's just not. There's a few that I would like to get. I'd love to get like an Ultem Livewire, an Ultem D-Rocket. I haven't checked out Microtech. I kind of like side opening autos a little better, but I don't have but these two of those. The Tack Knives Goliath, which I still love this shape, and the Boker Mini Strike Desert Warrior from Deadly Daughter. So I don't have a lot of autos, but there are more that I would like to get. But I will leave those out for a minute. Cal will be there. Hell yeah. Fred will be there. Ooh, it's going to be good times. Yeah, I'm sure we're all going to be in the pit. Microtech UTX 85 that you don't like. The UTX 85 is about the size that I would like to check out. Wisconsin Badger Knife Show. Ooh. You like Montana Knife Company? That's freaking awesome. You see that, Kripple Krew? $17.30 just from Sunday's auction to Laura. On top of all the help that you guys have been providing up till now. That's really, really awesome. Well, good. Just tell her don't be a month early and you should be fine, brother. Mike John, what's going on, homie? It really is the best community. Yeah, that's no fun. No fun. Yeah. Fred knows plenty of people, I'm sure. He just said that he didn't see a lot of them he wasn't saying that there wasn't a bunch of people. He says that he didn't see a lot of handmade ones at Texas, is what I thought the comment was. Maybe I'm wrong. ATL. Yay. Polished DLC. Ooh. Oh, 100%. Hoghouse, Rob Johnson. Hypercut. Man, some of the stuff he does, all of those are fire, but Recon 1, OTF, and Magnamax. Damn. Scrolling. Six. Why? What don't you like about your Microtech? It's a live wire. I got to check one out. It's a dope knife, and I would really like to get the Ultem live wire. Chicken fried steak chicken in from Cali. What's up, homie? What's up? Tack Knife does have fantastic knives. You love the Mini Hera profile. That is a good looking one. The Mini Hera has also one that's like a size that I would like. Because if I wouldn't, as much as I love my slugger, if I was to get an American-made OTF to carry, I would want one probably slightly shorter than this, you know. I don't need one this big on me all the time. That's why like an 85 or a Mini Hera seems to be more of the size that I would be more likely to carry more often. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Appreciate that, homie. That'd be dope. Man, that's the one that you showed us with that brush tie. That looks sick. Yeah, what an awesome job by Rolf and Barbie. And everybody that donated, everybody that tuned in and bid. The pit is the big bar lounge area where everybody meets up. You have a killer day as well, Mike. Robo Steve-O. What it do? The aluminum scales. Hell yeah, I'd love to check it out, homie. The rosewood blue one available. Minahara in between the 85 and 70. Yeah, see, like the 70 seems a little too small to me. Yeah, Mini Slugger would be dope. Still have the rosewood bloom, folks. You can get that beautiful rosewood 80 CRV2 bloom. Make sure I win more. Guardian Tactical OTF Magnamax. Oh, that's going to be dope. The axial knives look really good. The axial knives do look really good. Wow, we saw the flipping competition at, we watched part of the flipping competition at Blade Show West, and that was dope. Man, there was this little kid that was tearing it up, man. He was out doing some of the adults. Take it easy, YTMP. Always good to see you. Y'all know I love my Aries. Both of my Aries. Have a killer day, Kane Miranda. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, I'd love to check it out, homie, just to see it. Mr. Number 5, what's up? Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, Barbie's got some awesome pit videos. That was the first time Mrs. Deadly had checked out Barbie content, and she was like, man, I want to go have a drink with them. But folks, if you, let me grab hers. Had to go grab the Mrs. Deadly knife. Y'all know I love my Bloom Cliff. But the Aries Bloom is such a phenomenal pattern also. And there currently is one bloom ready to go with beautiful rosewood scales available right now. Normally, he doesn't have knives in stock. To be able to get an Aries and not wait is pretty insane. So get with Aries if you want to get a phenomenal handmade fixed blade. And these come with insane edges. Insane edges. It's just my handle at Gmail. EDC with DVD. Yeah, I get you an Aries EDC. You will not regret it. I love the way this feels in my hand. Gives me sharp finger. I like having sharp finger. Whatever I touch, it cuts. Yeah, get as many as you can. Absolutely. I have two now. I have two personally, and Mrs. Deadly has one. But I'm not done. Pretty sure my next one is going to be a micro with fat carbon and Damascus. I think that's what I want next time. Wicked Dream Designs. What's going on? Aloha, homie. We was talking about your Krew prototype. Man, that looks wicked. Wicked good. We'll pull it up on screen and show it. If you want to send me a couple pictures of it, if not, I'll try to find it on Krews. So, from top to bottom, this is the Aries EDC Spike. This is Lagatha. This is the Bloom Cliff. It's Agape. And this is the Aries Bloom. And this is Eros, is her name. So, Spike, Bloom Cliff, Bloom. And I'm pretty sure a micro will be my next one. Lagatha has been a little bit jealous lately. She's been swapping in and out of belt time with the new Bloom Cliff. Yes, 100%. Great knives at a great price. Hey, he makes Tontos now. I'm going to look, see if I can't pull up that Wicked Dream design real quick. Oh, okay, we did get a picture. Ah, this is that OTF he was trying to send us a picture of earlier. First, we got a big old fixie. And Kershaw live wire. Yay, yay, yay. We are going to search. Oh, was I even sharing that? I was. Okay. We are going to search Wicked Dream Designs. It should pull you up because you're the only Wicked. Oh, you and Wicked Blue are the only Wickeds I follow. Okay, that's his Nefarious. The Villainous. This is the new Krew prototype, folks. Look at that. Look at this one. Now this one gives me pants 10 like crazy. That mirror DLC. Oh, pants too tight. Too tight. Ooh, Mrs. Deadly would love that version. Man, look how wicked deep that hollow is. Ooh. Ooh. Killing it, homie. Yeah, pants tent alert. Like, ow. You found that fixie? That's dope. Hey, have a killer day, Rolf. I see you, man. I'll get with you on that. That villainous is sexy. And you know, with Katuo's build quality, that thing's going to be fire. And the fact that they're putting it under Katuo and not Reich is a good thing to me. Because, I mean, it's not going to be a cheap knife, but it's going to be less expensive than if it was a Reich model. Prior to the villainous, and then two more. Oof! If you want to, you found it in a Supra, nice. If you want to share any of the designs, you can hit me up on Instagram, homie, at EDC with DVD. It's been a minute since we chatted on there. Man, Supras were dope. I did not see that. That's amusing. That's something I would just love to have in my carry just because. Just because. That's a conversation starter when you're waiting in line, or man, you could have fun with that. Pardon me. Gotcha. No worries. We'll check them out as soon as we can. And folks, you already know that those Katuo prototypes that went home with Rai are coming here. You're going to see them here. I might be the first person to get them after Rai. So, definitely be able to share those wicked Katuo prototypes with you guys. I can't wait. Tack knives? Oh, I'm going to have to ask Shane. Oh, hey, Kathy. I thought it was Clayton. Didn't know it was the better half of Burning Stables Forge. Not his better half, folks. The better half of Burning Stables Forge. Man, the Marlin as an XL would be crazy. Because I should have mine right here. Oh, where is my Marlin? Oh, where is my Marlin? Oh, where is my Marlin? There it is. The VeggieTales song always works. We'll move these. Because the original Marlin is already a decent sized knife. And y'all know how much, let me put these OTFs away, how much I love my mini Marlin. Both of these showed up wicked sharp like all tag knives. Patos Locos EDC. Get your own name. You stole the chat. Metal Relic, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What's up, brother? What is up? He was already doing some insane metal work, but the new large roses he's doing are freaking fire. Yeah, this is such a useful blade shape too. This, when I got it at first, I was like, yeah, it's kind of wild looking. But then when you get it in hand, you realize you've got such good control over that forward edge. You can use that for scraping, style cuts. You got the primary tip that you can get down. The secondary tip is very easy to use on a flat surface. Very easy. Your hollow here traps materials. And then this, the flat is plenty sharp enough to shave. A little hairy, but yeah, sharp enough to shave. And I've never tried that with this part because this thing will take my skin with it. Yeah, it looks, like you said, it looks very aggressive, but so useful. Locked in right here. You need to whip it around. And then the mini, I really like carrying this as a neck knife. Talk about locked in. And a full size handle. I wear an extra large size glove and I can get a full forefinger. No, neither of these are available, nor will they come back. Both of these were a single run only. He has such high standards. He says it is way easier to get folders made than to find quality fixed blade partners. And he went through so much headache getting these to what he wanted that he said he's probably never doing another run of them. Yes, I do need to add that Metal Relic code to my list because 15% off is freaking awesome. Back off my name, Kathy. Yeah, they are awesome. And that's I really enjoyed this one. And like as soon as they sold out is when people became more aware of them and really wanted one. And then these, I was pushing these for a couple of weeks because I knew they would sell out. And he had already told us how much trouble he had getting these made right. He went through 3 OEMs. He had a whole batch that he had to can. And he said he doesn't think he'll ever do them again. We had one extra that we gave away on Saturday, and that's going to Mr. Fed Harrison. But yeah, really cool little knives. If you find one on the secondary, I highly recommend them. And these were going for less than $50 in 14C and micarta. They were less than $50 with a fantastic sheath and 2 awesome clips. Well, one's a mini tech lock, whatever, but the pocket dropper clip is great. They were a stupid deal. Yeah, out the sides, I really, I'm going to will get the TRM Pitbull. Obviously, that's my top grail automatic knife by far is the TRM Pitbull. But I want a Protect Chavez. I want a Protect SNG. And I kind of want a Godson and a Runt. Like there are quite a few out the sides that I want to add to the collection. Plus, there are a few of the launch line that I really like. Yeah, it was a crazy good deal. Yeah, he took the idea of the name, it's named Marlin because like he's in Florida and was fishing when, and that shape came from the marlin fish. And you've got in with the swedging and the way the grinds are, the flat here creates a harpoon. like you were spearfishing. Mr. Mouse. What's up, homie? Good to see you. Folks, I was going to wait until it arrived, but I'm going to share the news right now. Last week, Mr. Mouse won the Winter Blade waffle on a DSKFS ticket. Mr. Mouse told Titanium Justin to have Brian Winters send it to me. Mr. Mouse DSKFS, the Winter Blade Factor to me. I am crazy appreciative. I tried to talk him out of it. I tried to tell him at least get it and check it out before deciding that. But he wouldn't listen to me. And Mrs. Deadly and I are going to be playing with a Winter Blade Factor, thanks to Mr. Mouse. And I just want to say I appreciate you and much love. Thank you. So crazy, wicked excited to check that out. I have never checked out a Factor. I've been up close with one, but not that much, said Robo. Yeah, guys, that is freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. And massively appreciated. Like, I did. I tried to tell him. I'm like, don't do it, dude. That's a dope knife. Like, keep it. Get it sent to you. Maybe you'll love it. And I'm cool if you want to keep it then. And he's like, no. He's like, I said DSKFS. 100%. Brian Winters is insane. The stuff that dude can do with magnets is stuff that nobody else would even consider. And then he puts that wizardry together and it works so easy, like it was always supposed to be like that. Like, duh, doesn't everybody make their knives like this? Like, I don't get it. He really is insane. You know, it's just more proof that this is the best community in the world. Dale Lane, what is up? Good to see you. Yeah, Brian Winters, absolutely crazy. Oh, I just thought about it. Man, we're lucky to have you, brother. This community has meant more to me than I'll ever be able to put into words. Legit life-saving in ways people won't know. And there is no other community like it. That's for sure. No other community like it. So we did have a few live streams in a row with my phone dying on me. And I finally realized that, yeah, this community is a miracle. It is. It is. And this community helps me feel not all hope is lost for society. We had a few live streams in a row where after a couple of hours the phone died because with the mic with that plugged in, it wasn't charging through enough. I realized my cord was going bad, so I ordered a couple more cords, and my battery is doing fantastic now. So we did get that issue figured out. Sucker. Even his designs that don't really speak to me, like the new X Blade with that new bally lock. Like the overall styling, it's not my type of styling on that one, but it's still such an insane knife and concept and just wicked piece of sharp art. Yeah, the X folder, that's what it is. It is odd. It's not my style, but it's such a wicked piece of sharp art. I want to feel one. I want to feel that bally lock. You know, it looks like a completely different method of opening. And I just want to see one of those. I think the Factor and the Severn are my favorite blades of his. That X folder, that bally lock is a trip to me. Or X lock, whatever he's calling it. Anything with X in front of it's already cool. Yeah. So I was you can definitely tell what decade I was born in. I was talking to ChatGPT and I was looking for a couple of synonyms for a post, and like I wanted to keep it 80s. And I was like, you know, besides, you know, radical and bodacious and gnarly, I need some more synonyms. And it was like, well, the ones they gave me were all my current language already. It's like, you already use them, dude. I was like, oh, okay, you're right. See, and this one to me looks a little cooler just because of the blackout. And I know that bright green was what stood out in the first version of the Factor. But I'm such a fan of blackout anyway that ooh, yeah, we're gonna show that, Gabe. We're gonna show that real quick. That blacked out Factor just looks amazing to me. Look at this. So we already looked at his new Blue Label titanium Chavez with that beautiful brushed finish. But, oh, there it is with the rendition. Oh, those look so good. Now, is that green also done from Chavez? Or is that a DWA? No, that looks like it's the same. That's the same finish. That has to be from Chavez as well. Oh, those look so good, homie. Damn, those are fire. Hey, radical is one of our words, man. Yeah, Chavez, definitely dope. I plan to add more to. I mean, We have so many brands that we need to add more to the collection. But Chavez is pretty high on my list. This was my first Chavez. This blue label that I traded with. Ooh, that's going to cause color. Traded with, yep, color number 2 for this live stream. See, a dozen was too much. I knew we were playing with fire. I knew we were playing with fire when we got up to a dozen. Let me grab a Band-Aid. I need to get more Band-Aids. Down to the cheap generic ones. I was surprised we made it to double-digit live streams. But 12 was pushing my luck, obviously. All right. Chavez LMAX, definitely sharp. Gleaming the cube. Yeah, this is my first Chavez trade with my brother Tristan. And I loved it as much as I thought I would. And then at Blade Show West, I had to get the Chavez X-Lock. And this was one of my favorite budget knives from last year, period. Definitely one of my favorite 2025 budget knives. Absolutely getting a Chavez for less than $100. Love it. But I needs me more Chavez. My mom's poxy. Chavez definitely a fave. Scapegoat, RCK9 Street Tonto, Chubb all red label. Finally got an X-Lock in D2. Yay. The X-Lock, it's a badass budget knife, isn't it? It's a very well done crossbar lock. Very well done. Rock solid. And about the sliciest you're going to get on a Chavez blade. I love this knife. Cold Steel Verdict. Yeah, that's a good one. Agave syrup. Might have more luck. Oh, gotcha. Got her brown sugar. Okay, gotcha. Put this Tonto back away. Don't like to leave them unsheathed for too long or I forget. Just like this big boy that's sitting out unsheathed. Does anybody have anything that you've ordered that you're waiting on? The RCK9 is your newest babe of them all. Nice. I really dig the feather pattern that you do. I'm also a big fan of Raindrop Damascus. I think Raindrop Damascus looks awesome. Yeah, let's see. Currently, trying to think. I think I only have 2 Damascus knives currently. At least I can only think of 2. I have more San Mai. And then Damascus. Right now. Yeah, I think these are the only two. Let me check. Oh, nope, 3. I forgot that one. Okay, is that all of them? Okay. Yeah, currently I have this ladder pattern Damascus. It's supposed to look like tank treads. And Damasteel made with steel from an M4 Sherman tank. I've got the Vision FG in Savivi's Damascus, and then the Bougie Bish Fenrir. I got the Bougie Bish Fenrir in Damascus. Wait, didn't I just get an Ultimate Damascus blade? Did I? Yes. Oh, yeah. Also tenable. The tipper. I was like, there's got to be one more somewhere. Yes, the steel on this is from an actual M4 Sherman that was used in World War II. It's a mixture of that and Damasteel, done by Chad Nichols. And then you have the burlap micarta show side. The pivot's supposed to look like the drive sprocket, a drive wheel on a tank. Yeah, the Boker M4 Sherman Damas. This was the most expensive knife in my collection for quite a while. I didn't pay for it. Cross Lee, what's up, homie? Hope you're having a killer day. Oh, hey. Just got to make that money somehow, right? Tristan, my brother, projectiles are sharp. What it do? What it do? Hey, hope mom's doing well. Hope mom's is doing well. That is so cool, Mick. So cool. Raindrop Damascus looks like your knife has measles. F16 titanium. Yeah. That's Boker has several really cool knives made from military steel. They have a P51 Mustang knife. They have an ME109 Messerschmitt knife that is so sick. The blade cutout looks just like the cockpit on a Messerschmitt. And they all have Damascus with steels from those. In the planes, they take the steel from the back of the pilot's seat, his armor, for the P51 and the Messerschmitt. They also have German Panzer and Tiger, or was it Tiger or Leopard? I think it was Panzer and Tiger tank Damascus. Plus, they do a 69 Z28 also. But the one that was a like dream knife for me was this one, because I was a tanker in the United States Army. So getting something from an Army tank is just too damn cool. And luckily, Zach in the Wild worked at Boker as a rep for a little while, and this was one of the knives he sent me. Badass emojis. Yeah, a Huey one would be wicked dope. Yeah, their Damascus line that's made from vehicles, I think, is really awesome. They are very expensive, though. They dropped a rose gold version of this that also has a rose gold Damascus backspacer from the same steel, and that one's $1,000. Appreciate that. Yeah, American tank, German made knife. Yeah, this is made in Solingen. Yes, absolutely. Hey, you're a mod so that you can drop your link, homie. You can drop the link to that post. Go for it. Y'all are modded up so that you can share your links. I want everybody to grow and I want everybody to see y'all's content. So don't ever worry about dropping your links. I still want the Ultem top liner lock fin rear. Might end up getting that one. I do miss tanks. Tanks were fun to drive and shoot. But like I would love to win the Powerball and buy a decommissioned tank to drive around on my property and recommission. What? Who said that? Trio-fo! What it do, Trio-fo? What it do? Hope you're having a killer day. Yeah, I agree. I agreed. Swear, I really like knife makers that use steel from old parts, old tools, old files, or old whatever. Rutherford Forge in South Africa uses almost solely almost all of his steels are giving a former tool a second life, and I think that's dope. Oh, show. One of these days, I'll probably order those practical 3DP scale or linerless aluminum scales for this, because it's a knife I'll never get rid of. Baron Sons, yay! Havoso M390 black micarta handles for $99. Oh, I gotta pull that up. Yeah, we're gonna look at that real quick. Smoking Mountain Knife, SMKW. Damn. We're gonna share this screen real quick. First Tank Battalion. Yay. Huh? I was 186 armor at Fort Hood. We're going to share this real quick, because that's a killer deal. Micarta M390. That wicked grind for less than $100. That's nuts. Black micarta frame lock. Also stupid deal. So you can get the crossbars or the frame lock for less than $100. That's nuts. Any of those would be great to have. I'd rather have the one without the flipper tab, but the frame lock would also be good. Man, That's a killer deal, folks. I don't think anybody has an SMKW discount code, to my knowledge. Yeah. Captain Planet, he's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero. Yeah, that's not to my knowledge. Unless maybe they have like a sale code that's just an SMKW code. But I don't think that there's reviewer codes. What code worked for you, homie? Let the crew know. I don't have a discount code, so feel free to drop it. You're not affecting me at all. There you go. Yeah, like I said, I don't think that they do any creator codes. Well, the reason I recommend always using codes, if you can throw code, I tell people that yes, I love it when you guys use my codes, and some of those help the channel. But I don't care if you use mine. Use somebody's, because not only do you save yourself some money, but by using anybody's codes, you're letting that company know that working with YouTubers is beneficial for them. So using Darkwater's code is still beneficial to the knife community as a whole. And so, yeah, I love it when you guys use mine. And sometimes some of the codes help me and I'll make a little bit of commission. But I don't care if you use mine. Use somebody's. Just so they know to keep working. That's the biggest reason. All right, Krew. I think we're going to go ahead and wind down now so I can go get something to eat. But it's kind of nice replacing the charging cord, that we're not ending it because the phone died on us. I always appreciate y'all spending some of your time here with me and the crew. And don't forget, crew, your mentals are important. If you're having a tough time, reach out to somebody in this community and talk. Reach out to me. Sometimes just talking or sometimes just praying with somebody can make a massive difference. And this community is too big and too good for us to suffer in silence. There's Sister Stables under her own name. I love y'all. And I appreciate all of your insane support. More than I can ever tell you. And I hope you have a killer rest of your week. But until next time, Kripple Krew, stay safe, stay frosty. Most importantly, Kripple Krew, stay freaking deadly. Love you.